ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
What's interesting about our religion is we're very much about action. Like for example, you know, like people are starving in this world, but no one really does much, right? So you know, in our temples, we have free food all the time, 24/7. There's free food, always. Like anybody can go and eat. It's this hot food, it's free, and there's no restriction. Like you have to be a Sikh or not. So this is like one way to learn how to give, because you see, the world is quite selfish. Everybody's like, everybody's thinking about themselves, right? No one thinks like, oh, I should give, I should help people. But it's a lot of joy in giving. People enjoy giving, but they never get to try.
But do you think like religion, they can just change people who are like originally they're really selfish? You can just change them by those kind of.
You don't even need religion.
No.
You just need people to go and start doing it. Imagine if every day, just imagine, right? Every day I said to you, go and serve sandwiches to the poor people. So you're at home making sandwiches, then you go and see some poor people, right? Now initially you're at home, you're like, oh man, it's so much hard work, I've got to make these sandwiches. When you go and see a poor person who's really hungry, you give them that sandwich and they get so happy.
Oh yeah.
The next day you're going to be making twice as many sandwiches. You're going to get hungry to serve people. You know why? Inside us we have something called daya, which we call daya means compassion. Our nature is very compassionate. But the problem is society tells us, you know what? Make money. 你要时间. Yeah? 你要钱. Yeah? 你要很大的 house, yeah? A big house, you have like everything. They all tell you, you need this, you need this. No one tells you that happiness isn't coming from these big things. I'll ask you a question. Do you think that rich people are happy?
No, I don't think so.
Is it? There's no guarantee, right? You're rich or poor, money has nothing to do with it. So therefore, why do we always chase after money? People say, be happy, right?
Because you're kind of research is that like money they can reduce the sadness like for people. I guess I read an article. Like,
不可能, not always.
Okay, I don't know, but
Money can't reduce sadness, because
can't
many
bring
people.
you
Look at Robin
happiness,
Williams.
but it
Look
can
at Robin
reduce
Williams.
the sadness.
No, true, but look at Robin Williams. A really rich guy, very famous, kills himself. Yeah. So personally, I think that happiness comes from giving and from serving. And many people are very poor, but they're very happy. The problem is, a rich person, you can't buy happiness. If I walk into a shop tomorrow and go, I want to be happy, doctor can give you pills, a drug dealer can give you drugs. No one can sell you happiness, right? Not internal happiness. But the one thing that I can tell you, the reason that people are unhappy in this world is because they're separated from where they come from. Imagine you came from your mother, right? Obviously you love your parents, right?
Yeah.
But you know when some children get taken away from their parents? Then they forget their parents? Then their parents come back into their life. What do you think that will be like? When you suddenly, you know someone, but you know deep down you know them? You spend the first couple of years, your heart's going to tear up, right? You're going to be like, oh, I know you, I missed you for so long. This is what it's like when you meditate. When I first met God, I started crying. And he was like, why? I was like, why am I crying? But the reason why we're crying is because you start to remember, I know you. I've known you my whole life. I just never knew where you were. Right? You're right here, right, closest to me. Even closer than your hands is here, right? So the Guru is like, you know what? Don't believe in God, just experience God. Like my meditation. Now for us, it's very easy. What we do is, you see this word here?
Maybe just take a look.
Okay, take the leaflet.
Take a brochure,
No
because
problem.
my friend kinda rushed. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she's no problem. Okay.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ